Hey everyone, it's Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures. I hope that you are having a fantastic start to your week here in West Michigan. We are hunkered down. Where I live, we're supposed to get 10 to 14 inches of snow in 2 days. And then on Sunday, we're supposed to get up to 8 more inches of snow. Who would have thought? They said our deficit as of yesterday was 26 inches, and they're wondering how much we're going to bridge the gap of the deficit for this winter with all of the climate change that's happening. So we will see, but we're hunkered down. My family, half of them have made it safely here. We are waiting for the other half to make a decision on if they are coming. Hopefully, they'll be able to come on Sunday and we'll be able to have my side of the family Christmas. So that's what we had planned this week. It's crazy nuts, people. Crazy nuts. But there we are. What are we going to do tonight? We are going to celebrate week 2, which is sponsored by craftswithcrashly.com. I put a pinned link there for 10% off, or you can check the description down below if you are the hashtag replay crew. Feel free to check them out. They are helping sponsor hashtag blinging in the new year 2024. We're also going to talk about different types of blings, what will highlight, what will low light, what will just bring something out, some blending, different things like that. We will do our wheel picker spin on who will get a $15 gift certificate, coupon, card, whatever you want to call it, $15 off your next order with Crafts with Crashly, whether you want to get the putty, the release paper, whether you want to get a cover minder. They have some home decor things going on. You'll be able to check those off. So that's what we're doing as well. We're also going to look through your pictures. So right now, if you haven't, go over to Creative Craft Addictions, the link's down below in the description, and put in what your progress is right now, and we will be displaying it. If you haven't already, bear with me with technology. I just want to vent. I want to vent for just a minute. 30 to 60 seconds, and then we'll move on, right? Look at the bling. It's like sparkle, sparkle. I don't know. So I go to start my StreamYard. It says there's an error message. Last week, I chat StreamYard. StreamYard says, oh, I'm not sure what it is. Check going in the incognito window. If it works there, then it probably means you need to clean out your history/cache. There's something like, I don't know, something going on. So it did work in the incognito. I was at work when I was setting up the StreamYard for last week, and so I had cleared the history and everything. Fast forward to this week, really behind the 8 ball, hop on, 20 minutes, right? I get to start everything up. I go to the StreamYard, same error. Incognito window, same error. Two different browsers, same error. Clear the cache of all 3 browsers total, 3, not 4, 3, and same error, but now all my passwords I need to re-input, which means all of the 2-factor things I need to do. So every time I input something, I have to open my phone. Sometimes my phone, I have to go to YouTube on my phone. Sometimes it texts me. Sometimes you have to open your email and get a code. I'm like, oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. All I want to do is go live. Crazy. So we are here. Thank you for letting me vent. We are live. I have no idea what's going on. Cleaned all the caches. I don't know if it's because I have hashtag in the title, but then I would take the title out, and I don't know. So I ended up doing test model, or we're going live tonight model, and it pushed it through. And then I went back through and cleaned it all up. So anyway, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So let's see who's in chat tonight. Sarah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Hey, Lisa. She says, I'm off to a Chinese brush painting class this evening, so I'll have to catch the replay. Have a great evening. Well, thank you for saying hello. Sounds like fun. Hey, Billy, welcome. Hey, Mutt Nuts, welcome. Tammy's in the house. Those butterflies are looking beautiful. Hey, Amy. Rich, welcome, welcome. Karina, How are you doing? I haven't seen you in forever. I'm so glad you're here. Diamond Paint with Kim, welcome to the live. Yes, Tammy and Mutna are all over, which we are so glad they are. We are so glad they're here. Hey, Joyce, Garden Craft, love to see you. Hi, Rebecca, Crafting and Crime Daily. Go check her out. She is doing amazing things over on her channel. Diamond Paint with Kim says, so true on the rough streets of diamond painting land. Hey, Bunny, so good to see you. Oh my goodness. Amy saying, thanks, Rebecca, for sending West Michigan weather, or sending us your weather. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you. And Rebecca says she's sending more our way. Yes, I know. It's kind of looping around. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, Carrie, I'm glad you're here. Good evening, Rosalind. Welcome. Hi, Maggie. So good to see you. Thank you for the hugs. Amy says, Rebecca, on the lookout for ladies on trikes flying in the west. Oh, no. Hey, Dawn, so good to see you. Hey, Tijuana, aka Karina. I'm glad you're here tonight. Yes, Tammy, we are so behind on the snow amounts. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. Jen M in the house. Welcome. Rhonda, hey, how's Dipper doing tonight? Are you staying warm? Hi, Felicia. Good to see you. Donna, my mom and I were just talking about you tonight in a good way. She's like, is that sweet? Yep, mom just said hi. She's like, is that sweet Donna coming to the retreat again? I said, you betcha, she's signed up. So, hey, Angie, so good to see you. I'm so glad everyone's here. Robin, hi. Hey, Lisa, welcome. Kevin's wife. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Kevin's wife. I saw some of your progress in the group. Great job. Okay, Dawn Ainsworth, DP Gal, good to see you. Everyone saying hi to everyone. Diane, welcome. Berta, I don't know when my guest will get here. I sent them a link and said, no pressure. We'll see when they come. Well, there's my husband. My parents are here. So if you want to say hi to... Hi, Berta. There's my mom. She's saying hi, Berta. Hi, everyone. They're so glad to be the peanut gallery tonight. Hey, April, so good to see you. William's in the house. Hey, y'all. Diamonds and Dragonflies, great to see you. Let's see. Oh, Diamonds and Dew, AK Lee. Or Lee K. Oh my gosh, that was like a dyslexic thing. Oh, I hope your computer will let you stay too. Berta says hi, Mom. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. She said hi, Mom. Rhonda, yes, Dipper has claimed our bed and my fuzzy blankets. Hey, Jenny! Are you staying warm, Jenny? I always think of you. So good to see you. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello, Mom. Hello, everyone. Hello to Jen's parents. Hey, Amber, good to see you. Just uploaded your progress. Thanks, Mickey. So glad you did. Okay, we are caught up. I'm going to take a quick drink. All right. Susan says hi, Mom, too. Good to see you. Okay. Well, I don't know if my special guests are coming tonight, but that's okay. I know that Tima is getting ready for her live and all those kind of things. But I know I've asked this before with Blinging in the New Year, but while I'm talking, if you have your hands free, if you could put in the chat, what is your favorite specialty drill? And I'm going to talk about mine, but we're just going to dive into, and next week I'm going to bring past paintings that I've done. I've done a couple Hannah Lens that I want to show you guys with the skin complexion changes and blending and what I've done. I am going to show my Wonder Woman from last year, blinging in the new year. So I'm going to show that. And then I'm thinking there's one other I wanted to show you. Oh, the first one I ever did where I added some bling. I'm going to show you that. And then I'm going to show you a Dreamer design that I'm in the middle of. I stopped it last year when winter was over. Excuse me. Woo! Wakey, wakey, Jennifer. If you're new to my channel, I tend to say it's a drinking game on how much I yawn because my son never sleeps and I get tired. So I'm thinking of showing you guys next week some of the ones that I've added extra bling and sparkle to beyond what I normally do, talking through the process, different things like that. But tonight I wanted to talk about, I know we like verbalized the different types, but I want to talk about like what makes a highlight and a low light and different things like that. And one of my favorite drills is a sparklers hands down, and then a metallic after that. And I think it's because the metallic is similar in pizzazz to the sparkler. And the sparkler, most of the sparklers are going to, and Cheryl, you can like pop in here as well to help me, or some of the other Sue Bell, if you're in the chat, different things like that. Feel free to give some input. But I always think of sparklers as just really highlighting, bringing light, showing like glow, just really, boom, it's there. It's there. Not necessarily the metallic sparklers because they don't quite like the black diamonds or the copper, the different ones like that. They have the cut where they'll reflect the light, but it's not as, I don't know how to quite explain it. Let me pull some out, right? So these are my sparkler collection. And I have plenty more than this, but this is the original sparkler. And you can see when the light hits it and it reflects the light, it's like it magnifies the light. Where the black diamond, it definitely sparkles beyond a normal drill, but I don't think it magnifies the light as much. So those are kind of the differences. You also have this glow glass in the pink. So again, you're going to draw special attention to this area. And so anytime I see a candle, a lantern, for instance, in this tea party, I didn't add any sparklers, but I did some fairy dust and I added some metallics and ABs, something to give it just a little extra flair. What I like about the fairy dust is they're like 50% opaque or 50% translucent, in my opinion. And so they were great for the tea party because they added this delicate feature, this delicate feeling to the wings. And so when you look and you want to add sparkle to your painting, you kind of think through, what do I want to do with this particular area of my painting? All right, so hang on, guys. I'm going to move you for just a minute so I can bring my painting up. And I don't have my mobile cam. My family came in town. I wanted to spend time with them, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do this a little bit old-fashioned, okay? I feel like I'm going to be like a teacher with a whiteboard. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to fold this. This thing is huge. Don't worry, I'm not creasing it. Okay, so you can tell just this, the drills themselves are extra sparkly. So I'm going to move you back towards me so we can get up close and personal. Okay, so this hat, I didn't really need to add extra bling to the hat, but this bow around the hat, I wanted to add some extra bling. And so I actually did what the enhancement suggested. Hey, Jess! So if you can see, let me get up close. I did pearls for squares. So it just gives it, oops, you guys can't see that. It just gives it a little extra texture, a different texture there. Then you can see there. That dark blue that outlines is pearl for square. Over here in her wings, I actually went rogue and did some fairy dust in here to add some delicacy. Okay, I didn't add much to, I added AB, but I didn't add much more to the food because Tia has a different perspective. She, I believe, is going to bling out some of the food, but I didn't want the food to be the pizzazz part. I wanted the ladies and their beautiful dresses. So another thing that's in the enhancement is her dress has AB crystals in it. And so the AB coating, because I normally don't use crystals, but the AB coating gives a little extra texture, not only a difference in bling, but a difference in texture right here. The kitty cat, I don't want a lot of bling in the cat because I want it to be a little bit realistic. And so I'm not going to bling out the cat. Now, next week, I'm going to show you a cat that I actually blung out. And there's a reason why, because it was central to the whole painting and it had a lot of 310. And so what I did, I'll give you a little foreshadowing. I did 310 for some of the background, the woman, all that kind of stuff. But then I did AB 310. So the cat has this blue and green, almost like a velvet look to her or him. And so that's why I did that. So when you're looking at your painting, you want to think through, not just do I want to give the sparkle, but what about this painting? You know, like I said, I wanted the wings to be delicate, not just woo, sparkly. For instance, you could do glow drills if you wanted your wings to be kind of glowy, because how many people have wings? I have yet to meet someone with wings. So wings are pretty special. So I did some special stuff. And now I love blinging out lanterns. So I'm going to show you my reading tree, which is one of my most favorite lantern bling outs. But up here in the lanterns, there's a copper outline. Oops. It's backwards like a mirror. A copper outline in sparklers. And then I actually did some fairy dust into glitter, into AB. So they do have a little bit of in the enhancement, but I added even more, you know, to make it bling out a little bit better. You could also do glow drills here. So it glows for you when you turn the lights off. That would be so cool if you're going, and I think about glow drills. I usually only use them if I'm going to have it posted somewhere, if I'm going to frame it or tack it to the wall or something like that, because that way when I shut the lights off, I can see it. One of my sister friends, Rebecca, Crafting and Creme Daily, has I think it's something Lotus, I forget, but she used a lot of glow in the dark drills, and it's in her bedroom. And so when she turns off the lights, it has this beautiful outline that she's done. I didn't want to bling out much of this blue. It's extra sparkly because this is the background of the trees. This is not the focal point. And so if I put some bling in, it's going to now put the arrow or put the eye to it, so to speak. All right. Let's see here. So that's kind of some of the reason behind why I do what I do when I'm looking at a painting.
Okay, so I'm going to now look at some of your questions and see what you have. Let's see first what you love using. Okay, we're going to scroll up a bit. All right, sparklers, fairy dust and crystals, pixie, bubbles. Bubbles I also really enjoy. I was too narrow focused on this painting to realize that there were actually bubbles in it. You can see them right here. And I had already started the ABs. Now I could remove the ABs and do bubbles, bless you, but I'm too lazy. But bubbles are another really good thing to think about. I also think about, is there a window? Maybe I do crystals in the window or sparklers in the window. Maybe I do bubbles in some of the like light catching in the window. Sparklers, crystals, glow glass, blocks, cubes, glow drills, ABs, S for S, fairy dust, half pearls. Those are cool. Sparklers. Yes, I will be next week when I don't have family coming into town. I'm going to be pulling several of my blinged out paintings and showing like my own process and how I did it, because this one I did using the enhancement kit, which is fantastic. It's a fantastic tool. Go over to DP with Sparklers if you want. Use Bling 10, get yourself 10% off. Tima is going to be on right after me at 10 p.m. Eastern, but go get your own bling as well. And there's other places that do the bling, and I do have links down below. But those are ones I did myself and went through, and I'm going to really talk about the blending of the skin and the face and like why I chose certain things for water blending and whatnot. And I'll also try to have my overhead camera so we can have a split screen. Metallic drills, sparklers, crystals, iridescence, pixie dust and sparklers, sparklers and fairy pixie dust. My new favorite is pixie dust, original sparklers. She constantly finds new places to put them. That's awesome, Joyce. Sparklers, crystals, crystal ABs. Currently have no specialty drill preference. That's okay. You can like them all. Dawn said she's new to adding enhancement, but really enjoying pixie dust and the crystals. Crafting and Crime says she loves the metallics. Donna says existing stone sparklers, new entries metallic, and pixies right behind. Yes, Sue metallic. You're right, Roslyn. Once you start using them, you want to keep buying more. Exactly. I think my favorite special drills are sparklers, the glass drills. I know, I'm addicted to that. Mickey says she's an AB addict. Hey, Jess, I'm glad you're here. Roslyn, I know it's coming out great. Thank you so much. You need some sunglasses. Dip in time. That is a great question. Do I use the picture image or the canvas image when I start looking to decide? Okay, so what I first do, we're going to go through my actual process. Okay, so what I first do is I because I already have a lot of bling, I used to do what I'm telling you. Okay, I'll tell you both things. All right, so I get the canvas because I like it. I like the colors. I like the subject matter. Maybe I want to try the new company out, those kind of things. I get the canvas. I spread the canvas out, and then I look at the key. And I go, okay, let's look at the key and what colors or what in the key do I have ABs or metallics or different things like that. I also compare the key to the canvas to see, okay, I might have a particular blue, but maybe that's the blue that was back here, and I'm not going to want to use the AB. So I kind of compare the key with the canvas, and I think through, what areas. Now, I normally do sections, so I might look at her as a whole and say, okay, I want to sparkle out her dress. Let's compare the dress symbols to the key. Let's see, do I have metallics? Do I have ABs? Do I have sparklers? Do I have pixie dust? Do I have and I have some in round, some in square. So maybe I have the round, but I don't have the square. So I can't use it because it's a square. So then I kind of make a note. If it's super important, I might go over to Tmos or Diamond Painting Drills. I might try to buy it. So I'll make a list of what I don't have and how important it is to me to actually have it. So I'm all over the place, but I usually pick the subject matters that I think I want to bling out, compare them to the key, compare to what I have. I used to, when I didn't have a lot, I used to actually open DP with sparklers and diamond painting drills and go, okay, is this color? What do they have it in? Okay, they have it in the concept in sparklers, because sparklers isn't done by DMC, but they have the color palette in sparklers. They have an AB and they have a crystal. What am I looking for? Am I looking for it to be delicate? Am I looking for it to be translucent? Am I looking for it to glow? And then I'll pick, okay. So I used to do that with the website. Now I do it with what I currently have. And if I don't have it, then I will go to the website. If it's that important to me, I'll write it down for potentially purchasing. So that's a little bit of how I decide. Also, I decide as I go along too. I kind of get the canvas speaks to me and I go, that's really cool. I didn't see that before in the image or on the canvas. And I think that piece needs to pop. And so I'm going to pop it out. And I'll show that with the Dreamer design next week. There were these little bits in the canvas that were candies. And I realized that Tmall had the half pearls. And they were perfect. And so instead of doing the 4 quad as a quad, I did it as a pearl, and they're round on a square painting, and it just made it pop. It's also a little bit more 3D because they're a little bit larger. They come off the page a little bit more. And so sometimes I'll even do that as I go along. Sometimes during collabs, I'll see what other people did. Like Kel, she did amazing on the gnome, the trio gnome. And so I found out what she used and I went and I bought the stuff and different things. So that's a very good question. The pearls look great. That's what they are, pearls for square and pearls for round. Yes. Pearls for square, they're still round, but they're smaller, so they fit on your square canvas. Everyone's saying hi. Hi, Sue. I'm glad you're here. Okay, gotta go. My usual Friday, Saturday study. Okay, thank you, Susan. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Sue Bell. I just mentioned you if you wanted to give a little tutorial as I'm talking. I'm so glad that you're here. The pixie dust are really good. For me, my favorite changes are based on the picture. Exactly, Rich. I'm glad we're on the same page here. Hey, Risa, so good to see you. Tammy says, I'm not comfortable using a lot of enhancements. You know what, Tammy? I was not either. And so I started out with, that's what I like the starter kits for, because the starter kits give you a color palette. Let's say your favorite color is pink. You can go and find a starter kit. You can buy it for like $20, $25. Use the bling 10, you get a little bit more off as well. And then when you're going along and you find a flower and it's the same color palette, you could switch. That's what I started doing. I started switching everything tit for tat. So if the canvas had, let's say, 3843, it's a blue, it's right here, that's why I said it, 3843, I might actually switch out 3843 AB like for like. And I only felt comfortable doing that. So I might have, a bluebird that is this color, and I want it to pop because the sky is blue and the bluebird's flying through the sky. I might want the bird to have a little bit more of a different reflective treatment. And so I might do that. It's the AB. Maybe there's a pink flower with like 602. So you switch out 602 with a 602 AB or a 602 pixie dust or a 602 metallic, whatever you have on hand or whatever you have in your starter kit or your enhancement kit, and you kind of switch that. Then I started to go, okay, all right, this is good. And that's what I'm going to show you next week. I'm going to show you my first bling out, and then we're going to see the progress. And so then I started going, okay, these are kind of the same pink areas. I'm telling you, it was hard for me to use because I love sparklers. S for S. I bought some. They're still round. I'm putting round on a square painting. Whew, for a perfectionist who likes everything like it should be, it was super hard for me. But once I did it, it was amazing. So you just got to take those baby steps. Rosalind got 2 enhancements for the paintings that she has. Tammy says glitter for flowers. Hey, Melinda, good to see you. Susan said that she's using Umbra Fuchsia sparklers for the mouth of the T-Rex. Oh, that's awesome. Muttnuts, she won a Pam Diamond painting gift card, so she was able to buy some things. Just to enhance the spit in his mouth. That's so funny, Susan. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's starting to act up, Lee. Okay, all right. Love you. See you later. At least make an appearance. Hey, Mary. So good to see you. It's always important. Thank you, Bert. Tima. Shelby Tima is Tina. She and her husband, Jerry, own dpwithsparklers.com. So I apologize. She goes by Tima. That's like what her grandkids call her, and then it just kind of carried over. So there's J-Paw, I believe, is Jerry's grandpa name, and there's Tima. So good question. Pearl, yeah, those pearls are gorgeous in flowers and bushes. You're right. Mickey says she works on the fly too. She puts down a bunch of colors and then realizes they look cool in ABs. Yep. So she lifts each drill and replaces it. That's so awesome. All right, Rich, before we answer this question, I'm going to bring in our guest because she will know how to answer this question. So our guest for tonight is my collab buddy. I think you're here. Are you here? Hi, Princess Tia. Well, she kind of froze for a minute. Now she's back. Butterfly Tia.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh my gosh, I've been having so many system issues, but I'm here, and my voice
Woo-hoo.
is almost all the way back.
I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
I'm going to jump right in because Rich has a great question, and I know you are like one of the queen of crystals. And so his question, I'm going to have you answer. Would you say crystals highlight or darken something? I thought I heard someone say darken.
I don't say dark. I say it pulls in like a low light because it's still a reflection. But yes, if you're looking for like to pull the light down, especially if you're using like let's say water, because crystals and sparklers are glass and they give like a wet illusion. So I would use a crystal to maybe lower a lighted area or darken as you're putting it. And then I would use a sparkler because it's going to add more pizzazz. It's going to waken it up. It's going to be more wet. So yes, that is an excellent way to look at crystals. Is a great way to maybe pull away from a light source to, I say that, but to darken maybe an area is a great way to look at it. Ah, but
It's
I
kind of
use
like the crystal absorbs the light and enriches it, and a sparkler magnifies the light.
dulls is a good term. It kind of dulls out like your light source and things because it's retaining the light in. So you can see that it's glass. You can see, it's got that crystal effect. It's dulling out the color source in it. And then if you were to use a sparkler, it's enhancing it. It's like
Mhm.
vibrant and the color is brighter.
Mhm.
So a great way to look at it. Yes, if you're looking to dull an area, I would probably go with the crystal. Hopefully that helped. I love blinging. The best way is try.
I love seeing Sue Bell's progress. She's doing fantastic.
She's turning
Blinging
into
everything
someone
on.
new.
Wendy, good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I'm so glad you're here.
Yes,
Cheryl says crystals are great for low lights and rescinding an area like background, but then
there
also
we
add
go.
so much depth. Yep.
Depth.
See, I didn't even read
That's
it and
the
I
word.
said depth. I was so
Yeah.
proud of myself.
I don't use that term because, but that's the perfect word, depth. So hopefully that helped. You can see my
Sue's
butterfly.
Mountain. Sue's Mountain in her blinging in the New York canvas has 5 different bling options in it. Changed 2, and she completely changed 2 colors.
So she also she gave a tip that I stolen this year. I think I mentioned it last week on your show, which is the bubbles. I'm loving these bubbles. This is what I'm using right now for my fairy wings.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't see it much with the light source. As soon as I turn this off, oh my gosh, it really does pop.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys, I know we keep advertising, but I'm on there. I was just up there. My shopping cart is almost full. So I'll be placing an order. Because, when you use your bubbles, you got to replenish the bubbles. You got to get more. So you don't
Don't
ever
forget
want to run out.
Bling 10 to get yourself 10% off for
I'm glad
sure.
you mentioned that. That will make
Sarah
me
is
get a
hoping
couple extra.
Sarah's hoping to try Slivers soon. They intimidate me. Sarah, I had the same thing, but on one of my Craftably, I started using Slivers. I had a couple doorways, and I think I'm going to switch out some Slivers for the window on this one. But I had a door in my lighthouse and I had a window in my lighthouse, and I used it as the structure. So that may be something to start out on when you try it out.
I love that. I do
Mhm.
love that.
Everyone's saying hi. Amy said your live was so fun
We
on
did have fun.
Wednesday. Yes. Jen M says she put pixie dust and crystals in the flowers on the painting she's working on for blinging in the new year.
Oh, that's a great idea. Putting pixie dust, kind of mixing up your media. I like that. You don't
Mm-hmm.
always have to just go with like one, like I'm going to use sparklers because I want to add some spark. You can, change it up. And I love those new, the crystal ABs. I love the new
See, now
crystal.
those are not going to add a depth because you
No.
have like, whoop,
Yes, they're
those are
popping.
great. I
Hmm.
think those are great for, like, let's say you have a window and you use normal crystal, but then the light kind of, like, your light source reflects. So there's a little, it almost looks like a wave in your window. And then you
Correct.
put the baby in that area. Or I love
Mhm.
using it on the water, maybe the top of your wave or when it gets close to the shore because the light can, yeah.
So that's what I sampled a few years ago with that big giant painting movement. And I did it by adding a little bit of crystals. Then I would add, back then I had a lot of ABs, and I would add ABs. And I was trying to get it to where when I look across the painting, because there were so many cherry blossoms, I wanted the cherry blossoms to look like they were kind of float. Ah, look at you! That they looked like they were floating in the wind.
Mhm.
Oh man, that is coming out amazing.
So I'm
And you
trying to
used a lot of
find,
the enhancement. That is awesome. Sure, you guys did an awesome job.
they did fantastic. So Rich, here, there are green crystals, crystal ABs up here and crystals through here. And you can tell because it's not
Yep.
extra sparkly, right? You can see all the sparkle like all right here, like the light hitting. But when you look in the middle in the green, there's not as much. And so it just kind of helps calm down that area because it's supposed to be a darker green. And so it kind of brings your eye. So that's an example.
But also it shows the depth also because you can look in that area and it looks like, oh, I want to crawl in there and see what kind of fun animals are in there.
Yep.
Probably where the cats are hanging out. Right, Crash? Crystal ABs are great for wings too, as they have that crystal, so they're translucent with a pop. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea for the AV coating. I like that also. So as I go in, I'll probably, definitely consider that. That's a good call out, Cheryl. You guys are really working it. I like using pixie neck babies.
So Tammy says, where is the best place to add metallics? I love metallics. So I don't think I've added any yet here. Let me just see. But metallics would be wherever I would add a sparkler as well. Something to just, like maybe a dress. Like you want the dress to have, I think of metallics again as a way to add texture. Because you could use, especially DAC, they've got the sparkle effect on their drills. So yes, we want to enhance to give it more sparkle, but I enhance to give it texture and bring the painting to life. And so like the bubbles, they're more dome and rounded without facets. Metallics, you're going to get that metal feel. So maybe you do it like a lot of times I do metallics on maybe a light post, maybe a bench, maybe the outline of a dress. Usually I don't do it on like flowers in a garden, but if there's an artistry flower or the side of a house flower, something that looks like it was man created, I'll use a metallic. But I just like using them to add more texture.
So I used metallics on 2 paintings that I created. The first painting I was just experimenting with. It was one of the princess paintings, the Frozen. And so I used it in the dress, not the sister Anne, the one with the power. What's her name again? The one that sing, "Let it go, let it go."
Elsa?
Elsa. I did her painting for my daughter's college dorm room. And so I put metallics as like the outside of the skirt. And then going up into the skirt, I use sparklers.
Mhm.
And it kind of, like how you were saying, giving it a lift, it feels like it lifted the dress, like almost as if you could feel maybe a power source coming from behind it, which was the goal. And then I also use metallics in my Wonder Woman belt.
Mhm.
Because
Which
I
I
knew
can't wait to show Wonder Woman next week. I was telling everybody I'm bringing I have like 6 or 7 bling projects I want to show everybody. Yeah.
Oh, look at you. So I
Well,
did. I
Melinda,
put metallics in my belt. Just
Melinda
because
makes a
I
good,
wanted to look
sorry, go
heavy.
ahead.
I was going to say, because I wanted it to look heavy. I wanted it to give it some weight and, look like it's sitting on some big hips. Got to hold up this powerful belt. Don't mess with me. Pull my rope out or something. So that's what I was trying to do, make it look heavy. I think it worked.
Well, Melinda, it sounds
Berta
like
is
it, but
doing it.
it ends up it depends on what scale. Yeah, I see that, Berta. Melinda, it depends on what scale you want to do. Like I said, you could switch out the ABs, or you could switch out color for color, or you could purchase the enhancement set. So people have already done it, kind of some of the work for you. And you get a couple, like in this enhancement set for Tea Party, we got a sparkler, we got some pixie dust, we got some crystals, we got some ABs, we got I think there was one other thing we got. I put them away. So you had a variety in your enhancement set that you can use. And then as you get more and more familiar with it, it's kind of like cooking. The more you're familiar with using that Mrs. Dash or that pepper or that salt, the butter, whatever, the more you're going to use it and the more you're going to test it out. So yes, Berta's like, you finished a painting? No, Berta, she hasn't finished it yet.
I know. It's so funny.
All right. So before we spin our wheel, I would like to show some of the paintings from this week that people have posted. So let me get to week 2. All right. And then I'm going to share screen. All right. There we go. I can't make it bigger, but I'll make the pictures bigger. So we've got Michelle here. So it's sideways, but she's using ABs and pixie dust and the flowers, and she's going to do some more stuff. And I apologize. I'm going to go through these a little bit quickly because there are so many fun ones. That's super cute. Day 4, you've gotten a lot done. Don't know why it keeps going back to the beginning. So fun there. What is up with this? This hasn't done this before. I wish you could.
The expert. I just follow your lead.
But these are so cool, guys.
Look at that makeup, the eyes.
No. He's like, hello. You can't see the sparkle in this light, but it's very sparkly. We believe you, Ellen.
Hola.
We believe you. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh.
This is mine. Oh, look how beautiful that is. I might have to come back and show more later because this is intense. Huh?
The one you're working on? That's I Miss You?
Yeah, I believe that's what it was. No, I think it's this. Oh yeah, this is the I Miss You one. This is Elisa's. I think that's a Jeremiah. Oh, look at the bling down here in the water. I'll figure out hopefully next week a better way. Oh, this is turning out cute. That's going to be so fun.
My son did that one.
This one's cool. Dreaming of being human.
Oh, I dream of that often myself. Hate being Wonder Woman sometimes.
Here's Ellen doing one of the birds. I have a bird I need to do. I can't wait to do that one. All right. Only just started. I've never used them before, so I'm crossing my fingers that I bought enough for each of the colors.
Oh.
Well, I'm so glad you're trying.
We have an in with a drill dealer. If you haven't bought enough.
Oh. Angie says that you should be working in the background of StreamYard like I did for you. I don't think we did.
I paid her. I still owe her $12.97, but you know. Everybody was so impressed with that, especially Tupac. She was like, "Oh, what's she doing?" Can't you do a right arrow on the pictures and go from one to the other?
No, I wish, because well, it showed like, see how it showed an arrow, but then it went away.
Yeah, I'm totally slacking. I should be behind the scenes doing that for you. Doing the Vanna.
Where's the arrow? Hello.
Try the picture. See if it's on the side of the picture.
Right here. No. There's nothing. Nothing. Sorry, guys. It used to be that you could do the picture. Added crystals to the water. Ooh, they've got some bubbles in here. You could add some bubbles there. If you
yes,
wanted.
she is. Yeah.
You do? No, I can't, Mickey. I'm sorry. It doesn't like me. Okay. There's me. Here's Wonderland. Here's Sharon. She's new to it, but she's doing great. There's Ellen again. Here's Cindy. Got Brandy. Sure. You guys got to go look at these because these will inspire you too. Thanks, Jess. It's not just me. Because I used to be able to do the little arrow and I could go from picture to picture. Let's see here. Here's Tammy's. I told you it was looking good, Tammy. She's doing the butterflies from Art Dot. Whee, getting dizzy. Oh. So, yes, go through these, look up some great inspirations. People are doing so much fun work. I am trying to make a video of some of these so we can watch it.
That's a good idea.
But it is time consuming to do that. So I'm going to try. Hi, Jeannie. So good to see you. Hey, Hanan. In Arizona with family, and your good one is back in Michigan. There's a couple good ones on Amazon. I have some links down below that'll take you straight there. The biggest thing that I look for is making sure the cord comes out the side and then something plugs into the cord, because if the cord is being plugged directly into your light pad, it's going to start to detach. Great. I will bring Rose Library and hope for bling suggestions. Oh, Gail, we will be helping you. Don't worry. We have so much fun.
Yes, we do.
Awesome. I will look at yours for sure. Hey, Rochelle. Rochelle's in the house. Bling it up.
Hi,
So
Rochelle. Where are you?
I feel like, where in the world is Rochelle?
Where's Waldo? Where's Rochelle?
Okay, are you ready to do our bling in the new year wheel?
Yes.
Yes. So this is for a $15 credit, coupon, whatever you want to call it. And this is for people as of 8:30 tonight who had been registered for it. If you aren't in the live, that's not a problem. Just when you're hashtagging replay, make sure you reach out to us and say, hey, I won this, and then we will send you the link. If you are in the live and you say, hey, that's me, yay, then I have your information and we'll send that as well. We just like to make sure people are participating. All right, let's get ready to rumble. So this is for our week sponsor, week 2. Cheryl!
Oh,
Congratulations!
That's good.
So Cheryl, are you still in chat? I will send you that link through Messenger or through email, depending on how you like it. And that'll give you $15 off for whatever you want on Crafts with Crashly over there. Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations.
So exciting. She deserves it. She puts in a lot of hard work for all this blinging.
A lot of work.
Oh no, she says she just placed 2 orders this week. Well, you can save it. It doesn't expire for quite some time. So for sure. And then I wanted to show you guys, let's talk about, why is Crafts with Crashly one of our sponsors? And the reason she's one of our sponsors, and there's a link down in the description and there's a link penned in the chat, is because she offers a bunch of things for diamond painting. And one of the biggest things that she does is called release papers. And these are my release papers from last year. The other ones are still upstairs for 2024. I don't know if you have them. You can show them. But these papers go on your diamond painting to cover up the glue to avoid hair and stickage and all of the fun stuff. So you don't have to worry about dealing with the plastic and all of that. I'm going to show us again. So there we go.
2024.
Yes, 2024. So these are so fun. And what's really fun about the site is you can get something that's your favorite if you want. Like if you really like bears, you can buy a bunch of bears, different things like that. However, she does, let me go back to this. So she does new things. She and Kerwin goes up, they go and do new things up there. But then what I love about them is they do licensed artwork. So different artists have sent in their artwork and they've gone in and printed it. And you, by buying this, you're also giving the artist a commission. And so lovely Crafting and Crime Daily, she's got some amazing things in here too. There's also some other artists in here, and these kind of rotate depending on what the artist sends in, depending on the time of year, the different holidays. And so you're supporting an artist, and you're also supporting Crafts with Crashly and her husband as well. But then they also have, like, there's the blinging in the new year. But then they also have some other fun things, you know, like if I know March is coming up, so they're going to have some like leprechaun stuff. I know like sometimes they do like mermaids for some of the mermaid collabs. I know they're doing Love is in the Air, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure Love is in the Air.
Get your love letter.
Let me do love. Love, 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 love. Here it is.
That was an artist collection that I just showed you. And you guys all know the artist and love that artist, Crafting and Crime Daily. That was her artist collection that we received. Oh, look at
so pretty. And then like this, Blossoming Love. These are watercolors that were sent in. So yeah, you guys can do some things. Like one thing, let me see where mine are. I thought I had them all in here. So I went through, well, maybe not. I thought I had them. Yep, there they are. Let me grab mine before I knock everything over. So we'll go back here. So I really liked Rebecca's, I love anything with color. And so I really enjoyed these lights on a tree. And they've elevated the paper that they use. So you can use them definitely over and over again. I love Doctor Who. And they had a Doctor Who. So I got some of those. Let's see what else.
It's nice and sturdy.
Yes.
Like you said, it's designed so it can be reusable.
You know, I got some froggies because I love the frogs, different things like that. So definitely have some fun. Go over there, look for what you like. I do want to show you that in May, when I do the I Am Enough, we're going to have some I Am Enough release papers. Oh, nice. And Kerwin's come up with a good design. And then these are going to be, you know, when you're doing self-care, you can use these I Am Enough papers, and it helps remind you that you are amazing. You are amazing. So check it out. Keep posting. Yes. Like save it, because she's always updating the different things that she has out there. So thank you so much, Crafts with Crashly, for sponsoring us this week. We love Well, Tia, before we say goodbye, anything you would like to say before we go over to Tima's?
I just had an amazing time. I really apologize for I was really picking with you the other night. I know you was unwell. You
You're
did a
fine.
fantastic job. I was picking with her, guys. She told me beforehand that she was gonna help behind the scene, and y'all still got the chance to see her. I didn't feel too bad, but I did afterwards. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. I would have talked to you if it actually hurt me at all.
I was like, oh, you're. I was being that sister, that just bad, ornery sister that, and you were like, why do you keep putting me in? Because it's fun. And I was just being real bad. You were doing so good. Everyone was reaching out. I got people that send me messages on Messenger, and I was like, now I feel bad because you were working hard. You were working really hard. So thank you.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for being in chat. If you haven't registered, still register because we have our next week, will be week 3. We'll have a new sponsor. So fun. Then we'll have week 4 and week 5, and then we'll have grand prizes. So stay tuned, keep posting, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.